Hi, my name's Tom. A few people have asked me how you make these little follow me buttons. They look great on your website and they do actually show that there's a real person behind the page. So let's give you a quick example of how they work. So if I click on this Twitter button, there you go, you can follow me on Twitter there. Facebook, for example, Facebook page. So it's actually really simple, so let's get started. So here's the article on my blog. It gives a detailed description of how to do it. Actually, you can make these buttons to link you to anything. If you want to cut something out of a web page somewhere, you can actually link the button to anything you like. I'll show you how to do that in another article. Okay, first thing we want to do, as I made it really easy for you, is just come up to the top here, click this button, and here we have the HTML code you're going to need to make these buttons. Okay. So copy and paste that into Notepad. Good idea to use Notepad here, guys. If you use Word or something like that, it might automatically start changing things here. Let's take a look at these codes. Okay, if you notice at the top here, this is your target link. And for this one is the Facebook button. So what I'm going to do is just copy and paste the target link that I want to go in here, which is basically your profile page of Facebook. Go to Facebook. Just copy the profile at the top. URL address. And open to Notepad. And paste it into there. Okay, so that's my profile page on Facebook. Next thing to notice is up here, you have the date. So this is February 2012. Now it is March 2012, so I'm just going to change that to 03. And this is because the date you load this into your WordPress media library is the date you have to have here. So they have to correspond. And the last thing to notice, up here you have the actual name of the button and the size of the button. So we're using 32 pixels by 32. So we have to make sure we have buttons that size. You can use bigger buttons, but you just have to rename them or resize them to fit. So if you wanted to use 48 by 48, you just have to change the code here to 48 by 48 and make sure you call the button 48 by 48. Okay, we're going to stick, I think, for me personally, I think 32 by 32 is a nice size button. Okay, let's go and have a look what to do next. Let's go and get our buttons. Page here somewhere. I'll put a link to a website that you can find some buttons, but it's fairly easy to find them. You can just Google for them and you should be able to get them. There's loads and loads of websites out there doing them. Let's just call this one. There you go, hundreds of buttons to choose from. At the top here, you've got the size of the button. Right, it's important you've actually got permission to use these. On this website, you've got information here that will tell you whether it's you can use it or not. Share alike, okay. Once we've got our button, I'll just drag it and drop it straight onto my page. Now we have our button on our desktop. It's a good idea to make a file to put it in, so there's one I've made earlier. Drag and drop my button into here. And I just want to check out my button, make sure it is a PNG file. Go to properties. So file type PNG. Perfect. Okay. I'm now going to rename my button. So we go to the code here. I don't actually want to call it a .png, but I do want to call it Facebook 32 by 32. So I'm just going to copy this. It already is a .png. So let's copy this part of the code. Okay. Go and rename our button. Okay. Perfect. There's that. Let's go into WordPress now and load our button in. WordPress, into our dashboard, into media. Okay, we want to add a new media. We want to add our button into here. Come up to this page. The button, drag and drop into there. This is our button name and the file extension. Great, and the date we already changed. Perfect. Let's save. There we go. Here's our button. Okay, now we want to load the code in. So we go down to Appearances, down to Widgets. This is the widget we want to use. It's a text widget. We can load the HTML code into here. And we're going to drag it into our sidebar at the side here. I'm just going to put this at the bottom as an example. So drag it down here. Open that. And we're going to take the code. Copy and paste it into our widget. Save it, close it, and visit the site and make sure it's worked. Yeah, there we go. Great. Okay, I'm putting my buttons back now. As I said before, you can actually do this with any button. All you have to do is make sure the target link is where you want it to go. And make sure you call the name of the button that you want to call it. I'll show you in the next tutorial. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, thanks.